Okay, y'all. This is part two. And the reason why I'm going here this way because I'm going to get to this story with my daughter. I'm so tired of them. Ebony running around telling so many lies like I done her something wrong when I'm the one paid to get her here. But see, everybody got what she was saying. It's my time to give the whole world the story. I ain't got time to be going to individual people because all of them watching me and all of them went against me because they believe that shit. So just watch me and let the whole world know. Anyway, so I had told y'all I had went to the hospital, right? So the Mexican took me in there. And when the doctor came in there, you know what he told me? He said, you rather been shot than for this to happen. Y'all, I was fucked up. I had to go to therapy. For real, that's how bad it was. And they gave me a crutches. Then I wasn't gonna walk on that walker. So anyway, after they did all of that, they waited for me. They took me back to my son, and my son said, "Mama, I ain't gonna be able to keep you here because you can't move around." He said, "So I'm gonna put you up in a hotel, and I'm just gonna pay it every day, cause I'm not gonna. You have to stay off your leg, and I'm gonna put you where everything is. I'm gonna put you where everything is, and I'm gonna have you somebody there to help you out, right?" I was down with that. He put me in Motel 6. And then there was the restaurant right there across the street. And then he put me right in front of the door where the security guard, him and the security guard was cool. It's good. Anyway, so I got to tell this part though. I got to. So the person that he came to see me, yeah, y'all know I got high as a kite. I had to stay high. I didn't even get high like that. I just had it sitting over there. And then his homeboy that we know together came over to see me. They gave me, I had money, I had everything just sitting there. Hell, I couldn't motherfucking move, but I was gonna shower. I wrapped that bitch up. But anyway, that the person that was watching me was a little faggot, right? Smoked more than me. I told him, I said, every and y'all know I was hopping around on one foot. I wasn't finna lay there. He was just getting on my nerve. And I told him, I said, go out there and go downstairs and give me a soda at the soda water machine. And okay, my mama, I'll be right back. And I ain't gonna never say nah, right? But I was so motherfucking tired of that motherfucker moving around. I was getting sore. And he took, I said, oh, you just leave the door crack. Leave the door open. And just like that, yeah. Okay. As soon as he hit them stairs, I closed that motherfucking door and get open it. And I called the officer and said, until my son come, don't let that boy back in. I don't need no cup. They were laughing, and I didn't. I sat in there. I did my bad. I stayed there for a couple of days. And then my son came and he said, Mama. He wasn't complaining, though. He said, Mama, you know, kind of high up in this motherfucker. And then I buy you food every day, and I need you to be stable. He say, Ebony over there in that house by herself, and them empty rooms over there. I'd rather you go over there and heal and get yourself together and get all your stuff. And Ebony can use some help, and then you will end up helping Ebony, and uh, you know, we go over there. Ebony in the house by herself with the baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. We walked in that motherfucker. It was nasty than the bitch. I looked at my son. I said, I ain't staying here. I said, mm-mm, nope. Shit. My son took me to Walmart, and we took me, him, we all went to Walmart and bought all kind of cleaning stuff, cigarettes, Pampers, everything I wanted for my grandson. And we went to Walmart, yes, and with a crippled leg, I say I went. Y'all, I kid you not. The next, Ebony went to sleep. We were sitting in there. We cleaned out a certain area. You know where I was, and Ebony went in the back and went to sleep, right? And y'all, I was just sitting there, and all of my grandmother pictures, when we were kids and stuff, everything is on the wall. I wasn't up there. Come to think of it, I don't think I was on any. Yeah, I was, but anyway, and I was looking at that house, and I said, it ain't now clean room in this house. So I took my grandma room. But anyway, I told my son before he left, I say, he said, I'm gonna get somebody to come over here tomorrow, and I'm gonna pay him to clean it up for you. I say, yeah, I need some more stuff because he don't never say no. He started laughing. You want some, Tana? You want some? Y'all, I kid you not. I had just got out the hospital. I had been out. I was supposed to stay off that leg, right, y'all? I cleaned that whole motherfucking house up. Cause my soul wouldn't let me sleep. I couldn't even rest. I couldn't. And Ebony was in there knocked out. And when they woke up, my son came the next morning. He came early like he said he would. Confirmation. Confirmation. I ain't got nothing on in there. Oh, I got that stove on. And so, anyway, he say, I knew you were going to do that. I knew it. But my leg was fucked up the next day. I was a little sore the next day. Right? Okay, I'm going to cut on I was boiling me some sausages. Oh, shit. Okay. My bad. Wait a minute. Why my light go out? Oh, I cut it out, Tommy. What happened to my light? Oh. Anyway, y'all. So, let me pour some of this water out. I'm trying to boil them quick, so before I give it right. Okay, I'm putting it on high. There you go. So anyway, when he came, he said, I knew you were going to do that. So y'all, I stayed there. It was always clean. I always made sure, we had cigarettes. We had what we need. I'm going to call my son. He going to make it happen. It was clean and shit. So, I was getting tired of sitting in that motherfucking house. I hear, but I went and got my stuff. And I had everything that I own in my grandma room. My TV. I mean, it was a TV in there, but the bed. But I had every clothes that I had some clothes, shoes, the drawers, everything. I always put my stuff neatly. So I was staying there. Everything it was going good. But once I healed and I got back at that, I didn't have to just go. I ended up getting in this, going out there smoking. This man can't mess with me. Well, anyway, just make a long story short on that part, I ended up getting an unauthorized use in a truck with this truck. I ended up going to jail, right? So I'm not thinking nothing gonna happen. Ebony gonna be there when I get out of jail. That's my grandmother's house. Where she gonna go? That's her house. That's the roof over her head. She ain't got to pay no bill. She living there for free, right? But everybody else that came over there and lived. But anyway, let me go on where I'm going with this. So I go to jail I ended up doing 6 months state jail, 9 months. So I'm in jail. I'm writing to the house. I'm calling. My son, I appreciated what he did do. No nigga ain't finna stop and just go stop and send money. He'll get somebody to do it. Motherfuckers ain't gonna trust too many people. But he did his part. I didn't expect that. I always had to come up. You better know it. So anyway, I happened to talk to him one day. I always had a calling card, but I called him and we was talking and he said, Mama, I was in a bind and I asked Ebony for some money. Ebony came into some kind of money. And Ebony told me she can't do it. He said, but that's all right. And he ain't gonna never ask nobody but nothing. So I asked him, I said, well, go by there and see where my clothes at. Go get my clothes and just put my clothes all in the bag. Put all my stuff in the bag, Damien. Open up the dresser drawers and all of that stuff. And he said, what? Ebony don't live there no more. I said, what you mean she don't live there no more? He said, I went by there and the door is open. I went in. Stuff still in there. I said, well, the stuff that was in my me room, all of my clothes, my panties, my bras, my boots, all my clothes. He said, that's the room. Everything gone in that room. And that's low down. This bitch left everything in there, but took all of my shit to go to Jackson, Mississippi to be with a nigga that she didn't know nothing about. And this nigga, I didn't know nothing about it. She wrote me a letter one time when I was in state jail with no return address and said, we all right, and that's it. Ain't that some shit? So when I get out, I find out she in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And I ended up going to stay with my homegirl, Tiny. I didn't want to go in them woods, but I ended up going. And so they was the 2 days after I got out of jail, I stayed in Austin, though, with Tiola. Tiola took me, got me right, real talk. And they was taking emergency Section 8. Emergency. Only 300 people, though. Only 300. That's all they was going to take, right? So me and Tiola got up that morning. I said, Tiola, you gonna go, they don't have to have an ID. You just signing up. You got to bring your identification when you come, right? You just signing up and giving your address. So I told Tiola to pretend like she was Ebony, and I gave her my mother address, well, Evelyn, not my mama. Evelyn's address. So in case Ebony got her Section A, she could get her Section A and come on back down from Jackson, Mississippi, whoever she was with. You hear me? 300 people. So I told Tiola, I said, go on and go in front of me. Y'all, guess what? Soon as Tiola got through and I stepped up, she said, it's it. That was the last one. That was the 300 person. But she said, but you can sign up for the next one. I said, nah, that's okay. And that was fine. I lived out here. Ebony ended up getting it. I called up there to Jackson, Mississippi. We was talking. So, and I told her, Ebony, I sent her the paperwork. Mama got in touch with me. I got in touch with Ebony. Told her when her appointment was. I told her, you can come down here with me and then go to your appointment and then go on and start looking for your place and move in. I'm thinking it's just Ebony and her kids. Ebony and her 2 kids. Huh? Y'all better know it. Check it out. So she called me one day. This was like months. I mean, like 2 or 3 months before her appointment. And she said, Mama, what's the address? I say, what address? She said, y'all address. I gave it to her. And I never asked her why, right? Guess why? Because she had to give the address to her boyfriend, uh, uh, PO for sex offender because he was a registered sex offender. So where where he was going, he had to have an address before he left. And then instead of LaGrange, sex offender people coming to us and asking me and Tiny, because Tiny was a sex offender. Okay, let's keep it real. She was registered as well. Okay. All right, yeah, Ew, Lord, here we go. I'm exposing people. And so, she said the girl was 18, but the girl was really 17 or 16. I don't know, whatever. But that's how it went. That's what she told me. But anyway, they didn't even tell us that. So he was already registered to our house. Yeah, in Texas. Yeah, at our address. And we didn't know nothing about it. We didn't even know he was coming. So we was in a trailer, in a 1-bedroom trailer. And I Tiny say, yeah, you know them your kids. Yeah, she finna get her place. Yeah, her and her kids can come. Okay, Ebony never said, Mama, I'm coming with Antoine and his 2 kids. She just say, Mama, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I was like, who you with? She said, you gonna see, you gonna see. Bitch, you ain't got nowhere to go and you gonna. But y'all, let me tell y'all how she drove up, y'all. They drove up driving a SUV, white, driving it. Yeah. Pulling a Jeep, red. Yeah. With a motherfucking baby U-Haul on the motherfucking back. Yeah. So where was they going? Where were they going? You didn't say nothing about that. And so Tiny, we was like, what? Well, he brought me down here, Mama. That's the only way I could. And I'm like, oh wow. So y'all know how we do. I was happy to see my grandsons. I haven't seen them, so we made it do what it do. Tiny had the living room. I had my own bedroom. They slept up there. Tiny made a pallet in my room. I slept in my bed. My grandkids slept with me. It did what it did. I come home one day. That's when I was going to get my dentures and things. I'm telling the truth. I'm keeping it real. And I went to Austin, and then I come home one day. Tiny was ready to tear Antoine's head off. Antoine was ordering Ebony around or something like that. And I got on Antoine's ass or something, but something happened where it said, uh, no, they were gone. They were gone. Yeah, but I got on his ass. But then the second time, they were gone. They were supposed to have been going looking, to her appointment looking for